something else to look forward to that has been, I guess, spoken of a while back when we initially saw a certain piece of artwork. Till now, when it comes to the most recent update we had with Irons' update, we had characters in alternative costumes. That is right, don't forget. Eventually there'll come a time within the game where costumes will be a thing. Now, I'm hoping that it's going to be a bit of both, and what I mean by that is obviously there's going to be pay to win skins, which I've already got some in mind, which I mean they may have already shown it. The timeline is looking like perfect to introduce certain costumes, but with the ones that were found in the Eisen update, to me those look like potential free-to-play costume, you know. So that's what I'm hoping for. Come on, gimme. Dang it. Okay, so bringing you guys attention to what I'm talking about. So I don't know if you guys can remember, but this is Odime's little secret costume, alternative look, call it what you will, which, say what you will. Will it make the sales? Absolutely, let me tell you. Now this was obviously the first look of a Bleach character with, I guess, an alternative look, right, from their usual look. And originally when this dropped, a lot of people were like, what is this? What's going on? Is this an alternative character? Is this, you know, what? Eventually it got to the conclusion of, it could be a costume. God knows what she's doing with Ichigo's sword, but hey, if it is what it is. I'll say no more to that. Now, obviously, they can go down the route of releasing these as alternative, well, not exclusive, but like festive character drops, but I don't think they'll do that, especially with Bleach. Maybe at a later time, but I don't think for right now that's kind of what the game needs, right? Because again, there's a plethora of characters, and the way that they're going, again, will be, there's a lot of characters for them to go through. So as it stands right now, costumes are the way forward. Now when it comes to the ones that were found during the Aizen's update, it was Ichigo, Rukia, Renji, and Orihime. Now this is the part where I'm like, okay, I'm looking at these skins and I'm just like, they're not really worthy money, if anything. This is what I'm going to be suspecting, right? The next update is in the New Year's, so potentially we could, and I'm hoping this is the timeline, and I'm you know, if they are going to introduce costume, I think now's the best time to do so, in January. You know, if it's not releasing in Gin's update, then I suspect it will probably release mid-January, which could be a possibility because of the pay-to-win skin, what I'm hoping for. So these skins, I'm hoping, are through an event that we can farm, right? I think it's a nice little touch, because at the end of the day, I'm sorry, these aren't worth, I mean, well, outside of the Ichigo, I mean, I'll probably pay 50 cents, $1. I would not pay, because I mean, with costume packs, you know damn well they're going to try and charge premium for these. These to me look free to play, event worthy type skins, right? So to introduce the first ever set of skins, they could do it in a manner where these are going to be farmable through events and whatnot. And then the pay to win skins is these bad boys. Now this was from a pop-up shop in China. This was leading up for the release of Bleach Soul Resonance, of course, and this is perfect timing to why I say January should be the release for costumes, is because we are going to be going into the new year, right? Everyone across the world will be celebrating that, but of course you got to remember that Chinese New Year is also at the end of January. So in my eyes, technically speaking, they could release these as like a New Year costume, and then going forward, because obviously there are certain characters that are being shown here that aren't in the game yet, will have their bundle released upon their release, unless there's going to be additional costumes that they want to release for them, or maybe make it so that with this, I don't know, for example, if we talk about the Grimjow skin. No, well, Grimjow will potentially drop in January. Okay, we'll do Ukero, of course. So, like, for example, with this skin, maybe this skin will be farmable and that there will be an alternative skin available, right? Something like that. That would be pretty cool. But, yeah, in terms of the lineup of costumes and what has been found, it's kind of making sense on when we could expect it. And, again, looking at the theme of the costumes and you know where we're at right now, being in January, of course, and the festivities that are lined up, being surrounded by the New Year's, everything is just very fitting, right? But I will say this: if I had to pick any of these skins to pick up, boys, that Aizen skin is looking beautiful. That and the Grimjow skin are literally right now my faves. I will say it. Like when Grimjow releases, I'm picking that up immediately. But if they ever do go about committing to costumes, I'm hoping it's just not these. And if they are these, then I'm hoping that it's through a free-to-play event side. I'm really banking on these bad boys. Again, Chinese New Year is coming to the end of the year. I know that with other games in January time, that type of theme does get heavily pushed, and so in terms of bringing in costume, we know eventually it's going to get added to the game. I think then, or during January, or preferably next week, right, when we're going into the new year, that would be the best time to introduce it. But I 100% suspect these are going to be premium, and that they'll do some alternatives such as like these as free to play. I mean, it's kind of, in a way, it's kind of unfair because it's like, okay, so they're resorting to alternative looks that are within the anime itself, or the show itself, should I say, and then any form of uniqueness is being provided through a premium side. Hopefully, they kind of do some uniqueness skins through events and whatnot in a free to play manner. That'd be pretty cool. But I honestly, looking at this lineup and just looking at these characters with the awesome looking costumes, this is a hot cake to sell. That being said, I don't know what on God's green earth is going to be happening with Odime, because if there's one thing that I know, female skins, showing a lot of skins, tend to sell crazy over in CN. I say CN, overall it'll be the case, but we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, we'll see if costumes get added in the next update, next week of course, because again that'll be the 2nd of January, right? We'll be in the New Year's then, so if they want to capitalize on that, they're more than welcome to do so. But if that's not the case, then I suspect the update after the New Year, January, which 2 weeks from then will be extremely close to the Chinese New Year, which is at that given moment very, very fitting for them to capitalize on, yeah, getting some costumes out there. I've said it before, I'm just a fan of seeing them in these get-ups right now. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I want to see Aizen, bruh. Seeing Aizen in this costume right now is something that I just need to see in game. So even if it is not these costumes, and these are just kind of like a one-off for the stand-up, or yeah, the pop-up shop. Sorry. First of all, missed opportunity, but I'm eager to see on what unique styles that they'll add if it's not these, which I hope it is these, because these look absolutely amazing. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see.